Hey everyone, this video is about my Thomas and Friends Take and Play collection. Please enjoy while I get some of the trains out. So the first one is obviously by Thomas. This is probably the best Thomas I have because it's in really good shape. Even though there's bits and bits of scratches on him, it's actually really good. It looks good. And that's Thomas. Now, we have another Thomas, but it's Spring Fair Thomas with decorations. The reason why there's white all over it is because I got into my mom's makeup when I was very little. That was like years ago. I don't remember now, but still a good train. There's not going to be enough room on that table anymore. Here is Ferdinand. I'm not sure if he has a tender or not, because I think that's his tender. I really don't know. But he rolls really good, too. Anyway, he's a pretty good train. Next up we have Henry. I can't find his tender. Hold on, let me just check. I'll just pause. I can't find his tender, but he's actually a really good train, too. He rolls just as good today. I got him. Okay, next one. I'm gonna get Edward. I'm missing Edward's tender too. I don't know where they're going, but Edward is probably one of the best ones. He just looks like the TV show. Hold on. Let me get the Bachman one. Check out that review I have too. They look so similar to each other, don't they? They look really good. Both of them are amazing trains. Put that one back. In the future, I'll maybe make a Bachman of all the stuff I have had from Bachman. Well, anyway, Edward's a pretty good train as well. Now, let me find him. Okay, I forgot his name, but it's this train. I actually have his tender. I forgot his name. I think his name is Nolan. I think it is. Because of his tender. The tender is really light. It's like a couple ounces, I'm pretty sure. It's really light. And whenever I make a Polar Express train, I always use Nolan because he kind of looks like the Polar Express. Anyway, he runs really good. Next one, I got another Thomas, but this one's not as good a shape. Well, it's in really good shape, but I modified it because it didn't have eyebrows. Yeah, I didn't do a good job with the eyebrows. I forgot to mention that all of the axles on my trains are rusty. That's not a really big problem. They run just as good. I know. It's a really good train. I still play with it. Oh, I forgot to mention, Thomas is a little bit loose because one time I unscrewed him, but I didn't screw him all the way, so it kind of bounces. Like that. Like that. Now, we have one of my first Thomases I've ever had. This Take-Along Thomas, which is in really bad shape. But it's one of my first Thomases I've ever had. The eyebrows are gone, and he's kind of derpy. Just look at it. Oh yeah, the number 1 is almost not been touched. See how rusty those axles are. Anyway, Thomas is not in the best condition, but he's still an amazing train. He was one of the first ones I've ever had. One of my favorites. Okay, I got Paxton, I think his name is. I think this is Paxton. Correct me if I'm wrong. I really haven't watched the show. Oh, his name is Sydney. Okay, Sydney. Got it. Anyway, he's a really good diesel. Oh yeah, I forgot to mention, they all connect to each other. Duh. Look at that. Anyway, next train. Up next is one of my favorites, Diesel 10. Diesel 10 is a fantastic train, if you ask me. If I ever get a lady Take and Play one day, I am definitely going to remake Thomas and the Magic Railroad. His claw moves, which is cool. Pinchy, I think it is. Yeah, Pinchy. Does it say the name on the bottom? Yeah, it says it right there on the axles right there. Right there. He runs really good too. Now we have, not technically a train, but it's still a Take and Play. Jack. It's Jack. He's really good actually. He's one of my least favorites, but I still like him. He's a good train. Well, he's not really a train. He's actually I don't really know what he is, but he's some kind of machine. Do you know what's weird? Like, let's get Sydney for example. They connect. Why does this thing connect? Some things just don't make sense. Well, anyway, Jack is a pretty good little whatever he is. Now we have Percy. Working Percy because it's a speaker. It works good. It just doesn't sound as good as the day I got him. Listen.
It's my job to deliver the mail.
He works really good.
I am a really useful engine.
Yeah, you are.
Hello, I'm Percy.
Nice to meet you, Percy.
I'm the number 6 green engine.
Yeah, you're green and 6.
It's my job to deliver the mail.
Okay, then it goes back to the first race. Now we just got a normal little train car. I use these a lot because these. I don't have a lot of them anymore because there's one right there. I got another one. Get it? Yeah. I got another one, but it's in different colors. Pretty cool. I use these a lot for rolling stock because they are rolling stock technically. And these are pretty good train cars. Excuse my burp. We got Charlie. Charlie is actually in pretty good shape. I like that he has his red wheels accurate. And boy, those axles hurt my ears. They hurt them. You can see Charlie. Does it say on the bottom? For some reason it says Charlie on the bottom and Charlie right there. That's kind of a merchandising fail. But his face looks just like the TV show. And the buffers are probably the best buffers throughout any of them. One of them. Anyway, I like Charlie. Now we have Harold, the helicopter. He's not exactly a train, but I think this is from Take and Play. Yeah, I think this is Take and Play or Take Along. I don't know. His propellers are kind of bad because I bended them once, but they still spin. You can make them fly like... Anyway, Harold's a really good helicopter, and I'll use them if I make an emergency video one day if someone dies or something. Up next, we have another Edward, but this one's a little bit different. It's a sandy one, and I have his tender. Since that you can't really see the sand, and I hardly notice it either, I use it for my normal Edward, but this one's basically the same. It just has a different design. Yeah, and it doesn't feel sandy either. It just feels kind of dated, but anyway, it's pretty good. It actually hurt my ears, though. Now we have Gordon, and I have a tender. For some apparent reason, I don't know why, I have 2 tenders. But hey, that's actually kind of cool. He's a Flying Scotsman. Let me see if I have another one. No, I don't. But Gordon's a pretty good train. I have to move him to the side now. Uh-oh. Drop. This isn't exactly Thomas and Friends or Take and Play, but this is in there. It's, I forgot his name. I think it's Booster from Chuckington. I just put him in there because he's similar to Take and Play. He's made out of metal. Listen. All of these trains are metal. Listen. Okay, Thomas. They're all made out of metal. So, that's Brewster, I think his name is. I haven't watched Chuggington in a long time. Up next, I have 1, 2, and a broken 3 Newmans. Yeah, I destroyed one of them. Well, I took it apart. I don't know where the rest of the parts are, but this is the bottom half. But these 2 are in good shape, actually. They're pretty good. They kind of hurt my ears, but it's actually not that bad. It looks just like the show. Yeah, it looks pretty good. I have 2 Mavises for some reason. They're both not in amazing shape, but they're still really good trains. You can see that one is scratched, but that part's not. They're both kind of scratched up, and they've been played with a lot, I'm pretty sure. And anyway, they're pretty good trains. Up next, I have 2 Lukes, but both of them are different. I have the older version, which is a really good train as well. Sometimes I take these in the back to play with. and that's the first one. And the second one is not the best, actually. It's the newer version that has the gigantic magnet. Yeah, this one's not incredible, but it's still a really good train. I take them in the back a lot. Put them back. Up next, I have a hero, but for some reason, I have okay, yeah, it's this one. I got it. It's the fixed version of Hero. Well, kind of, because the newer version in Hero on the Rails, then it got new. Never mind. Okay, then we got a regular Hero. I use this one as the Polar Express sometimes too. Here, there's the regular Hero, the newer one.